You think you're taking good care of your car, but in reality, each trip could damage it a little more. Without realizing it, you're accumulating bad habits that are ruining your car and costing you a fortune. Today in this video, I'm going to explore the 5 most common driving mistakes, show you why they're so harmful, and above all, how to correct them tomorrow to preserve your car and your budget. If you value your engine, stay to the end, because I'm going to share some never-before-seen tips that will change the way you drive. Hi everyone, Automailin here. Subscribe and activate the bell to receive clear, practical advice every week on how to protect your car and make it more reliable. Over the next few minutes, we're going to take a look at these 5 driving errors that accelerate wear and tear on your car, and you'll see that a few simple adjustments are all it takes to extend the life of your engine, gearbox, and tires. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Starting and driving off at full throttle as soon as the engine is running. You turn the key, you hear the engine, and hey presto, pedal to the metal. You might gain a few seconds, but with every cold start, you're exposing your engine to premature wear. Why? Because when the engine is cold, the lubricating oil hasn't yet reached all the internal components. When cold, the oil is viscous. It doesn't circulate quickly enough to protect the crankshaft bearings, camshafts, and bushings. This creates metal-on-metal friction that causes micro scratches, localized overheating, and gradual mechanical deterioration. The practical consequence: over thousands of starts, the turbocharger, if there is one, can lose up to 20% of its lifespan, and the engine cams wear out faster. You'll increase the risk of experiencing a metallic clicking sound when starting, a sign that your engine is struggling to start, and this can ultimately lead to repairs costing thousands of euros. How can you avoid this? Nothing could be simpler. After turning the key, let your engine idle for 30 to 45 seconds. This allows the oil pressure to build and the system to be properly lubricated. Then, start gently. Accelerate gradually, as if gently warming up the engine before putting it to work. You'll notice a smoother start, reduced fuel consumption in the first few seconds, and above all, a much longer engine life. Mistake number 2. Emergency braking at the slightest warning. You see an obstacle, you press down hard on the pedal, and you get back on the gas as soon as possible. Whether you're in an emergency situation or just slowing down, you systematically trigger the most violent braking action. Why is this harmful? Brake pads and discs are designed to withstand moderate braking cycles, not a series of violent, high-frequency applications. Each emergency stop heats up your discs to over 400 degrees Celsius, causing disc warping, microscopic cracks, and progressive pad deformation. The ABS system also wears out more quickly as the sensors are put under strain with every sudden intervention. The concrete consequence: a warped disc means vibrations in the steering wheel, increased braking distance, and a disc plus pads replacement that can cost $500 to $1,000 per axle. In the end, you'll look like a careful driver, but you'll be adding to your maintenance bill. How can you avoid this? Adopt anticipatory driving. Look far ahead, anticipate slowdowns, and brake gradually. In town, leave enough distance between you and the vehicle in front, reduce your speed early, and follow the natural deceleration. You'll maintain optimum braking efficiency for longer, and your brake pads can last twice as long. Mistake number 3. Riding with an underinflated tire or uneven pressures between all 4 wheels. You often neglect this check, thinking, "I'll lose a little performance, it's no big deal." Big mistake. Why is it dangerous? An underinflated tire increases the surface area in contact with the road, causing the rubber to overheat permanently. The sidewall becomes soft and deformed with every kilometer, and loses its ability to return to its original shape. The result: you reduce grip in bends, considerably increase braking distance, and overheat the tire structure itself, which can burst at high speed. The concrete consequence: underinflated tires wear out faster at the edges, with up to 20% less life. What's more, your fuel consumption increases by 5 to 10% depending on the condition of your tires, as you're constantly fighting against deformation. At the price of a set of $600 tires, you're throwing away $100 or more a year in simple overconsumption. How can you avoid this? Incorporate a pressure check into your routine every 2 weeks, ideally when cold to be precise. Refer to the manufacturer's data sheet, often found in the car, door, or manual, and respect the recommended values before setting off. For daily use, use the minimum recommended pressure. For long, busy journeys, increase by 1 bar. Finally, balance and align your wheels every 10,000 kilometers. Mistake number 4. Constantly switching to Sport mode, even to fetch bread 300 m from home. Sport mode is fun, sharper acceleration, higher engine revs, brighter sound. But used constantly, it turns every journey into torture for your car. Why is it harmful? In sport, engine mapping enriches the mixture. Automatic gearboxes keep gears lower, suspension becomes firmer, and throttle response hypersensitive. As a result, the automatic gearbox heats up. The double clutch's service life is shortened. The silent blocks are under constant strain. And the suspension, spring-damper combination, takes every bump without being able to relax. As a result, the life of a shock absorber may be halved. The automatic gearbox may require an oil change every 30,000 kilometers instead of 60,000 kilometers, and the dual-mass clutch may fail after 80,000 kilometers instead of 120,000 kilometers. At the garage, the cost of replacing a shock absorber will vary between $300 and $500, and an automatic gearbox oil change will cost $200 to $400. How to avoid it? Reserve Sport mode for real occasions, overtaking on open roads, winding roads, or circuits. For everyday use, switch to Comfort or Eco mode. Smoother, more reliable, and guaranteed to save you money. You can always take advantage of Sport mode at the right moment without sacrificing the longevity of your car. Mistake number 5. Ignoring maintenance or oil warning lights when they start blinking. You tap the dashboard, dismiss the alert, and tell yourself, "I'll take care of it next week." Meanwhile, your car is running with a clogged filter, degraded oil, or a faulty sensor. Why is that dangerous? A saturated oil filter can't trap impurities anymore, so they circulate through the entire engine system. As for the oil, it loses its ability to lubricate, protect, and cool the engine. Worn-out spark plugs can cause misfires, local overheating in the cylinders, and over time lead to knocking or even engine seizure. Real-life consequence? Delaying an oil change by just 1,000 miles can cause micro-scratches and speed up wear on your pistons. A tired oil pump might fail entirely, leading to catastrophic engine damage, easily costing you over $5,000 in repairs. How to avoid it? Follow this golden rule. Warning light equals mechanic appointment within 48 hours. Oil filters should be replaced every 6,000 miles. The timing belt is recommended by the manufacturer, usually between 40,000 and 100,000 miles, and spark plugs every 20 to 30,000 miles. If you can, schedule your maintenance before the warning light even appears. A basic checkup and oil change costs under $100 way better than a multi-thousand-dollar breakdown. And there you have it now. You know the top 5 driving mistakes that slowly destroy your car and drain your wallet. A cold start revving? Let your engine warm up for 30 to 45 seconds. Hard emergency braking? Anticipate and brake smoothly. Underinflated tires? Check tire pressure every 2 weeks. Sport mode overuse? Save it for special moments. Ignored warning lights? Book that mechanic visit within 48 hours. Next time you get behind the wheel, remember these simple habits. Your car will reward you with better reliability, lower maintenance costs, and a much higher resale value. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment and tell us, which mistake are you guilty of and planning to fix first? And if you found this video helpful, like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to AutoSmart so you never miss out on more car-saving tips. See you soon for more smart car advice.